Well, I'm off to the airport. I thought I'd get some videos done. There wouldn't make much sense in doing the opening video today. I told everybody I don't like to jinx anything, but man, we have a lot of horses racing today. Look at here in Ontario. Goodness, there's just a tornado warning. Literally half an hour ago, it flashed up on my phone. Shelter in place. Weird. An eerie feeling. Anyway, let's talk about the aged horses for this week. Had so much going on. Slowly, I can feel everybody. It's like turning a big ship, right? We're heading towards those yearling sales, and I get the odd email. What about this horse? Have you seen this horse? Immediately, 9 a.m., just like clockwork, Alan Swain and Steve Palermo both messaged me almost at the same time. Did you see that Lexington's out? Here's the thing about the Lexington sale being out. I'll peruse it. I'll probably download it on my iPad for the plane ride, but there's no videos up for the most part, right? I did this last year. I went through the whole catalog. I knew what I wanted to look at, and I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And I waited. And then the videos started to pop up. Like 2 weeks before the sale, 3 weeks before the sale. I'm not in a big hurry. So no, I haven't seen the Lexington catalog yet. I know where I can see it. I will see it this afternoon. But I have not seen it yet. A lot of people, I know you said the jug sale, but it's kind of viewed as the scratch and dent sale, so to speak. But there's some horses in there, some horses connected to our barn in there, in the yearling side of that. And quite frankly, here's the thing about that sale. There's over 100 yearlings in that sale. The issue is that the select sale, if you have a memory at all, in Ohio, they did try and do a 2-day sale 6 years ago. First day was super strong. Second day was an absolute bloodbath for the breeders. So I think they're very, very hesitant to have a 2-day sale again, and they can only put so many horses in the select sale. So, now there are some Amish bred horses in there. That is weird. I just drove out of an absolute monsoon. That was weird. There's some Amish bred horses in there, some sires I've never heard of. Of course, you're going to see those in a jug sale, but there are some other horses there too. Now, if you want to look, Sweeney's sister is out of that sale. She's our horse. She's coming to the barn. I forget her name, but she is in the sale. She's a Volstead. She's not in the sale. She's in the sale catalog. Anyway, let's talk about the racehorses. Brace for Landing, I don't like where he's at on Monday. I just had a long conversation with Harry and Dominic, and I had told you guys in another video, I did send management of Woodbine a video, 10-minute video, explaining my position on changing the way that they view condition sheets, the way they view entries, the way they procure horses to be entered in this jurisdiction, and how they keep them in this jurisdiction. Because I can assure you, as much as I've been happy with Brace for Landing's output in Ontario, he's not staying here to race in the preferred or the backup class. I would price him. And if I am going to price him, it's going to be in Scioto, that 50 claimer, right? That's where you should be. That's where you will be, sooner than later. And that's not all Woodbine's fault. That's not me saying Woodbine should do this and do that. Nah, he's in a little tough. He's in a little salty right now. But the fact of the matter is that I can't send other horses here with confidence, because those 21,000 class horses or 18s, they end up a lot higher sometimes because they can't fill the ones below. That is the root of the problem. That's the underpinning of my entire video. The fact that you can't fill them, and the reason you can't fill them, and what very likely will help you be able to fill them. We have under 30 horses in Ontario right now, and I would happily keep 40 or 50 here to race at Mohawk. But I have no confidence that they're going to consistently get in classes they can competitively race in. I just told Dominic, I said, now there's a 1, 2, 3, and an open horse. That's virtually what we can race in Mohawk, because every other horse is fair game in the middle to be lumped in with other classes. Now, as I say that, there may be times when that works to our benefit, but more times than not, it does not. So Brace for Landing is in tough. First start ever without hobbles. Ever. Dominic trained him here Wednesday. I know the day I warmed him up, I would swear he didn't need hobbles. James has said the same thing. Now, James opted not to drive him because he's in too tough. But we're going to give a chance to see him without hobbles on. on Monday evening. We'll see. Now, here's the problem. Now, I'll tell you right now, the only problem with this is we can take them off and on in Ontario, in Pennsylvania, Kentucky, I believe, to a certain extent. Everywhere, virtually, except Ohio. You can't race him with hobbles on Monday and then bring him to Scioto and race him with hobbles on. They won't let you. You'll have to re-qualify him or re-race him with hobbles on. So this might end up being a two-step endeavor to get to Scioto if that's where we're going to race him. We'll see. As of right now, I'm just curious to see the horse race on Monday without hobbles. Collector S made a break the other day. A bit of a rare thing for him. I'm happy to say that's a rare thing for him. He's got one more win in that class, and I've decided that he's not going into the class above that, where he's already proven he kind of can do, maybe. Instead, I'm going to move Brace for Landing over there, who's a better horse and absolutely can do in there for his 6 through 10 wins, hopefully. Save America, obviously, aptly talking about him. I'm on my way to the airport right now. Bit of a traffic jam, actually. On my way. I get tons of time, though. It feels nice. I'm usually the guy that shows up 5 minutes before everything. And sometimes, and many times, 5 minutes late. I get that. That's just me. That's how I'm made. I'm sorry. This is very eerie feeling. I have a 3:30 flight and it's 12 o'clock and I'm on my way to the airport for a domestic flight. Get some Starbucks, sit down, work on some stuff at the airport. And that's exactly what I'm going to do in preparation of tonight's race. Somebody said, Anthony, what are you going to do? Well, let me see. I think there's somewhere about a 0% chance I'm not going to be leaving with Save America tonight. And I'm certain even the novice handicapper will know which way Anthony McDonald's heading when they say go. Hey, listen, I don't know how it's going to work out. I have no idea. But, you know, it was funny. It was funny because I was speaking briefly with Chris Christopher yesterday. And I said, hey, I know James is probably going to give you the lowdown on Chicago Hall, but I'll give you the Coles notes. You can figure out the rest. Nice gated, good horse. He can trot with them, but he's super handy at the gate. And he goes, well, I looked at the catalog. He looked at the program quick. He said, I don't think there's any reason to be taking him back. I said, Chris, you're talking to Ron McDonald if you're looking for an argument here. Of course, I think you should go forward off the car. I'm not going to tell you he's a layover. I think that there's some horses in there that he's much better than. And I would honestly, I'll put it to you this way. I'd be a little disappointed if he didn't make the final. Yeah, I'll put it that way. And that's the way it is. So, and it's the same with Save America. I didn't drive in the rain all the way to the airport to fly to Prince Edward Island to take him back and race him easy. I came here to win. I didn't come here to finish second. It was funny because I don't know why, but I was watching Gold Cup and Saucer tapes, just replays with Amy last night. I was in that one. I was in this one. Oh, I remember this one. And obviously one of my favorite races. And if you're an avid Gold Cup and Saucer lover, like most people from PEI were. Now, I'm a little biased because he's my brother, but the race that Mark won with Sandals Dexter, everything that went into that race was just so impressive. And it was cool as we were watching all the races. And there was a race on there. I was driving a horse. I had the 9-hole. It was the year Tyler Moore won with Ian Moore's horse, 18. And I had the Terror horse. I think he's Stonebridge Terror. I think he's a sire in the Maritimes now. And I had the 9-hole. And coming to the half, I opted to roll mine 3 wide to get around Jonathan Drury, who was struggling to attack down, coming to the 5/8 pole. And you know, she said, "Why would you move him there?" I said, "It's funny you say that because the owner, David Shea, I believe, owned a piece of him, and so did Mr. Lumsden, and a big, menacing man, 6'5", loud voice. David Lumsden is his name. I never had a problem with him. Come down and he goes, "What was that?" I said, "What was what?" 3 wide at the half. I said, "Mr. Lumsden, did you come here to finish second?" "No, neither did I. I didn't come here to finish second. I could have told you how we would be second if I had just followed Jonathan Drury down the backstretch off gap cover and rolled him out 3 wide in the last turn. I'm a closing second, no problem whatsoever. I didn't come here to finish second, and I didn't think that you did either." And that was that. No more argument. It's the same as tonight. I might get parked. I might get beat fair and square, but I guarantee you he's going to get a call. Scotty told me in not so many words, and I'm paraphrasing, that there isn't a horse on the planet can lead with Save America. You're going to find out tonight. So that's what's up with Save America. You're going to have a lot of fun with this horse and with Rock Shining Star. Now, the 7-hole hurts him a lot more. Truthfully speaking, the 8-hole hurts Save America. And both of these are going to be nice horses for us moving forward. Spitfire Overseas is back going. I still haven't changed the turned out date on him. He's back going now. He'll be ready, actually, probably in 2-3 weeks, I would imagine. A long overdue rest that he got, and I suspect we're going to see a very, very interesting animal emerge after this. Tactical Mounds has been it's been the best horse we ever had. I think that's fair to say. It's been the best horse we ever had to date. We have a lot of horses that are closing in and trying to get to that stature, that status, but as of right now, it belongs to her. She's a great mare. Texan Soprano's back going now. I had floated the idea to Megan and Scotty. I said, just so I don't know who's there or what's going to happen, but you do have that Indiana race in October if you want to go. Scott said, well, there's a couple of killers there, and I said, it's no problem at all. Just leave them right in Yonkers. There's lots of money to be made in Yonkers. All gas, no brakes. James is driving on Monday. I really hope he rolls this horse along a little bit. I don't really like the getaway fifth. Now, Greek gets along good with him because he can just sit, wait, and then finish up. And if the race goes your way that way, great. And if it doesn't, then you're fourth or fifth. I would like him to be raced on Monday. Here comes the rain again. Greatest Ending will remain out for another, I don't know, he's going to remain out for a little bit. We'll bring him back in. We just want to have him good for the fall, the winter, into the spring. That's what we want to have that horse for. JK Victory was good the other night. It wasn't great, but can you expect him to be? The horse was beat up 5 weeks in a row and then, ended up on the front end. It's going to be a little shell shock, and that's how he was. But he raced good. 26-3 in the end, picked off and 50-3. I suspect he'll be better next time for it. Looks like money. I just talked to Harry about him. He thinks he'll be ready in about 3-4 weeks. He said he's ready to start schooling and going, which is good. Rock Shining Star, as I said, the 7-hole hurts him a lot more than the 8-hole hurts Save America. He's going to need a little luck. He's going to need things to go his way. I guarantee you the pace will be hot if I don't end up on the front, that's for sure. Even if I do end up on the front. So he'll get his chance tonight, but he's a nice horse. You guys know all about draws and timing, especially on a half-mile track, and neither were kind to us tonight, but we'll see how that plays out. Serious Dragon was awesome the other day, finished third, but off a week, closing in at 51. Again, I think it'll be a nice horse throughout the fall for us. 3-point Blue Chip is in today, so good luck to all my partners at Blue Chip and Hunter on 3-point. Yo Mister. Left ankle's been bothering Yo Mister. A little bit of a bone bruise in there. We're going to Dr. McKee look at Yo Mister this week. I don't know what we're going to do. I can tell you this. He's not going to race unless he's fit to race. He's not lame, but he does have his moments when he's sore. So he's going through something that's bothering him right now. What do we do with that? We have a multitude of paths. We're going to start with the most obvious one, which we get into Dr. McKee's, see what she thinks about Yo Mister, and go from there. No Free Lunch will be back in soon. You can see he's also eligible this week. I had a great conversation with one of my partners, Keith, on No Free Lunch, and he was lobbying for him to bring it back to Ontario. I don't have any confidence that we can race our horses in a consistent manner in Ontario. Therefore, I'm going to be very hesitant when it comes to moving them back or moving them there. They're going to have to fit a class right now, and a class that is going to allow them to race there for a while. Because this teeter-totter of classes in Mohawk, I'm just not a fan, to be honest. Stay close, 9-hole today. He does get out of there from the 9-hole well, as you know, 2 starts ago. I suspect Dave Malone saw that and will be implementing I don't even know who's driving him, actually. Dave Malone was listed. Whoever's driving him, I'm sure will implement a similar strategy today. Kings County races Sunday or Monday in Minnesota. So good luck to the Lems crew and all my partners on Kings County. Excited to see him make his Minnesota debut. I don't know if it's in the name. Minnesota debut. Delicious Stone DK. Flipped this pallet the other night. I think this has been coming for a while. We've treated the pallet. There's a lot of bruising in that area. So we're going to, he's going to need a couple of weeks to get that cleaned up. We can't race right back. It would not be wise. But soundness-wise, he's 100% sound. Just had this issue with his throat. And then Patrick Caprona, 9-hole today. Man, we got a lot of great draws today, don't we? 9-hole today. Chris Lem said he's not driving him, so I don't know who's driving the horse today, but I'll find out. And I suspect he'll get along just fine with Patrick. Patrick is a true competitor, and I'm sure he will race well today. So that is the aged horses. We're talking with the 3-year-olds in between raindrops, best I can here. It's weird weather. I wonder if it is going to delay my flight. I don't know. We're going to find out. Take care.